Happy MOLA Monday auction. Auctionno? I bet I butchered that, and I really don't care. I'm terrible at names, and I embrace it. Happy MOLA Monday to you too, buddy. It's gonna be OG Shizno, isn't it? See, I got there eventually. Happy MOLA Monday, Nagisa. SC Warrior. Good to see you, buddy. MOLA! Little red boxes. OG Shizno. I got there. It just took me like a little bit of time. Okay, what man, we're really punching down this Guild War. First Guild War of the season. At least they're not inactive. At least they're trying. Hey, you save? Good to see you. Greg Williams. Happy MOLA Monday. Okay, what do? We cleave the bottom. Wow, that's really Edward Elric hanging out down there, isn't it? My MOLA is pretty good, Pontius. Spectre, good seeing you. Welcome to the guild, by the way. I hope you're enjoying your first Guild Wars with us. I think it's your first. Were you in the last one, or is this your first? Nobody over there's really fast, so we'll just ram it up. Moon a bunny. And what could be fun and easy here? We really could just use... I know, I'm just trying to think what cleave would be good. It'd be fun. Ruiza becomes available on the wish list after her banner ends. Correct. Which is still a couple of weeks away. No, I'm not using Ain's Ruiza. You use that in Guild Wars, you will get 15%ed. You know it will happen. Let's see. You'll just push somebody back. You will trigger this. And then all I need is somebody who can murder stomp this. Which really could just be spit in your eye, Celine. But wait, what if Teu won't quite make it there? I'd really like to use Teu. If I could make my Zeo go first, we could burn the S3, push back. Have Teu go next and absolutely destroy the Sirmia. That could be fun, right? Problem's making my slow-ass Zeo go first. That's just not going to happen. So we don't get to do something fun. Is this a tuned trap? No, man, it's not. That GRAS Yule is so boring. I want to do something fun, something different, not the same old, same old. Hear me out, Benny Morrow. Now, let's not go crazy now, huh? Oh, the problem is she's wicked fast. So Zia's going to go into her, and then Rand could possibly kill her. No, he couldn't, because he'll S2 first, then S3 proc. Oh yeah, this is fine, guys. In fact, we'll just do this to make triply sure it's fine. No, we don't want to do that. That's crazy talk. We'll just do this. It'll be fine, right? RNG it with Bois? Nah. It'd have been funny if it was tuned proper for, what's his name, for Ross to go first. That'd have been hilarious. Hello, King Kong. Good to see you. Blammo! Blammo! And now you get some. Murder. See, wasn't that more fun than just Ross doing the thing that we see from Ross all the time? When should we expect Nodos? March 12th after, I'm sorry, March 18th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. You do your Guild Wars the last 8 hours. I do them when I'm live. It's content. You guys love laughing at me when I int. I'm not in one of those guilds where we do crazy. Ahmed is not on the right artifact. That's okay. That's okay. I took Ahmed is on the freaking hit artifact. I need to check my freaking artifacts before I do Guild Wars, guys. Incoming! Everybody say bye, Ravi. Bye, everybody. I didn't change the artifact on purpose. I didn't even need the artifact. It was all intentional and planned. No, it's just Ahmed's supposed to be on Proof of Friendship to give Strays a double push, so he only got a single push. And this is an annoying pile of BS. So neither of these are fast, so don't we just Luna this to death? We just run a slow Luna? Maybe not that slow. That'll do, pig. That might be too fast. That might be too fast, guys. Let's slow her down a titch. What do you say? Let's take her. Yeah, that's better. Let's do this. That burns. That shuts all this shit down, and then we just need a cleave. Let's see. We can... Maybe we need someone to do Couples Endings Bittersweet Dessert Festival to get completion of the side story. Tristen, did you end up buying the leaf pack that was $50? I bought one of them. I'll buy the other one probably today. It's a worthwhile pack if you're a spender. Mort Hecate Renak. Yeah, you know what? You're right. It really is. And I haven't used the Great Mortelix in a minute, so let's go ahead and do that. I hope he's wearing gear. Okay, green team away. I guess maybe I should have checked artifacts, huh? Getting robbed, Yulha. Getting pilfered. This will send up top side. Oh, hey, that's a funny looking Mort we got going on there, guys. Woo! Bye, Chucky. It was nice having you around. Didn't know Mort had boobs. Charles didn't have boobs either. Oh my God. Is triggering a counter? Of course it's triggering a counter. Frickin' Biako. Also, what the hell is up with that Renak when I've got a 14 speed imprint? What's this guy doing in this loser guild? Somebody go recruit him immediately. Wow, somebody go recruit this guy. We need him on our team. What happened there? It's evidently a 340 speed Renak. That was wild. Yeah, he just wanted it more. It's my own fault. I let chat give me advice on what units to pick. It didn't end well. What's this here? Okay, don't care about that. We can go with Elzio. Where's my damage at? Fuck it. None of y'all was going to say, hey, dummy, that's a ring, not a neck. Like, why is this crit damage so low? Yeah, you know what? Whatever. That'll do. Just get it on there and get it done. What's your highest speed score you can get? 332, I think, on a Charon. I don't know. It's been a while. The problem is my highest speed shit is not damage dealing, so it's better to just spread it out. I think I can touch 330. I don't know. I've never really looked at it. Notice the patch update bug mysteriously disappeared. In-concurrent switch something off. Oh, did it? Yeah. No, they just came back to work. It's Monday. It's Monday, so they showed up to work and fixed everything. Blammo! Back to the front of the line. Yeah, it was definitely just a server issue, right? Annoying, but it's my last fight, so I don't care. Oh, never mind. We just kill anyway. Boop. Let Ahmed get the kill shot in. She so rarely gets to kill units. She just facilitates it. Moonlight Dreamblade. So that we miss and we don't get the pushback. Who in their right fucking mind puts Moonlight Dreamblade on their school nurse Yulha? I want names. Absolute criminal. I've never seen that artifact on her. It's okay. I mean, it's fine, but what the fuck? Bye, Mort. Hold this, Yulha. Blammo! Byakko told this, yeah, indeed, totally Byakko's fault. He told this guy to do it. That's so ridiculous. Moonlight Dreamblade, and it procs. Outrageous, guys, outrageous. Some wild times in Guild Wars there. We're going to pretend that second fight never happened. If anybody asks, Byakko is piloting my account. Buttons aren't working. Good game, good game. None of the buttons are working. Oh, you guys want to know if I would have ended in Legend since I was up so high? The answer is hell no. All the way down to Emperor 4 or Emperor 5. Oh, wait, MOLA Monday. Let's go do the thing. It's going to be hard to outpace what we already got, right? Because we already got a very rare, very coveted double S piece. So much potential. So much potential. Okay, guys, this is the last Monday of February, so don't miss out. Make sure you get your Heart of Orbis done, lock it in, because on March 1st, this will all get wiped and go away. So make sure you do your final set of purifications and lock in your favorite. Why choose Skystones over Mystic when Guild War ends? Because I can get more Mystics refreshing the secret shop, and I can get bookmarks using those Skystones to refresh the secret shop. So it's just a better value for me. You only go for Mystics if you need instant gratification, or if you're lacking the gold to refresh the shop, or acting the willpower to refresh the shop. Alrighty, let's see. Nope. 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 Man, it just gave me everything, didn't it? Gave me the 20 Mola, the 50 Leafs, and a double S sword. I got like 3 months worth of rewards in 1 month. And done. All right, guys. I think you all know what I'm getting. That's right. It's the mod boxes. Couldn't say it with a straight face. Let's go. Lock it in. Taking my second ever only double S sword, or double S drop. Now let's see if we have regrets, and if we say, man, I wish I'd taken the 50 Leafs, because this needs to hit speed at least once, right? Which is like a coin toss, right? Practically 225% chances. Everybody focus on speed. Everybody be thinking about that speed, be thinking about a big old 19 right here. Show me speed. Oh, it's too good. Now I want you guys to do it one more time for me. One more time. Everybody in chat, be focusing on that speed. There are no other stats. You can only see the speed. You can only see it. See it going up to, damn. That's okay. It is still a banging awesome speed DPS piece. It is rare that you get a damage piece that's perfect like this with the speed on it. I will take it all day long. All day long. Plenty of high speed damage dealers who will revel in this piece. That's the wrong button. That button. It couldn't roll bad unless it rolled low, right? And it did max roll crit damage. It min rolled speed, which is kind of shitty, but at least it hit speed once, right? If it hadn't hit speed once, it would have just been mediocre. If it had went into speed, I would have unfollowed. Brutal. Okay, it's a new week, so don't forget to go to the the friendship shop and actually spend your friendship points, because at 97,000 friendship points, it will take me over a year to spend these. So yeah, that's kind of shit, and Smogate needs to address it. Over a year to spend these damn friendship points. And I don't even know what to say to one of my fellow creators who's rocking this. I was like, I guess you're good till Epic 10, dude. So make sure you don't miss a week, guys. You can only buy those once a week. 3 charms once a week. Do they really think it would break the game to let us buy 3 charms a day? What you got here, Biako? Yo, grats, man. Holy shit, Haxor. That's a 28 speeder. That's a 28 speeder on a DPS piece. Very nice. Oh yeah, I'd ban the shit out of it. I'm tempted to ban you just for showing it to me. Hey, is this artifact like even good on anybody else that I should get a second one? Because I don't want to waste the powder, and it feels mediocre as fuck. Eligos? No. Why would you ever put that on Eligos? Are you kidding me? I even won another. I may go put on Covenant banners. You want to know who else is not performing so well? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I can find it over here. RTA stats. Woo! That's a 37% win rate. Yikes. Yeah, she is, after test day was over, kind of crashed out, guys. So, she is not an RTA unit, it appears. Yeah, that's why you wait. So I told everybody, give it time before you spend your bookmarks on this girl. Make sure that she fits your style. She fits what you want to do. And she is fun in arena, but she is flipping a coin in Guild War, and she appears to be literally terrible in RTA. So yeah, if you blew your chance to get Glorious Thrones to pick this girl up, emergency buff incoming, 0% chance. A unit that looks like this does not have trouble being pulled. You think the pull rates on this were low? I think you underestimate how soon a Gunnar and his money are parted. Ran or Ahmed, which is better? What are you doing? You doing RTA? I'd say Ran. You doing Arena and Guild War? I would say Ahmed. One's an attacks-based opener. The other is a non-attack-based opener. They both have weaknesses and strengths. Ooh, free pull. Show me a 5-star. Please and thank you. That is not a 5-star. Five-star. Boo. Boo. Fa. Fa, I say. Boo. Waste of freaking bookmarks. Jerks. Gifted Pen is worse than Sacred Tree Branch? Oh no, there are plenty of artifacts worse than Gifted Pen. I'm just saying it seems like kind of C to D tier to me. It's not F tier. It's not like Sword of Judgment or Creation and Destruction or what's Sigrid's artifact, Cradle of Life. Those are garbage artifacts. Should I use the 3-star auto sell feature they just added? As long as you've got a copy of every single 3-star in the game in your shop set to SS. You want them all, you want every 3 and 4-star in there set to SS. And the reason is that way when they come out with a new version of the unit and you want that version, you can immediately slam and it'll be SS and you don't have to go farm imprints. So I always keep store of every unit at SS. And the 3 stars, I typically keep the 3 stars at SS. I thought I did. I guess I'm just keeping the 4 stars. Well, no, there's some 3 stars. Yeah, all the 3 stars, I go ahead and max out and keep it SS. It's just, you never know who's going to get a buff or who's going to be used on, who's going to be used in some niche PvE game mode. Have I tried it on Veronica? It helps pull up more. Yeah, but you know what helps pull up better is Sachet Ethanes, because if you're using Veronica, you're probably cleaving or you're playing aggro, and tempo is so important, and I can't see giving one unit a boost being more important than giving every unit a boost on kill. It's like Sachet Ethanes is like Book for Rangers. It's so hard to replace it, but I can see where if you're putting together a specific team to accomplish certain goals, that could be good. And the effectiveness boost is really nice because it's important that Veronica sticks her stuff. Specialty change. I don't think we'll ever see a specialty change again. I think they've abandoned that system. I think they realize it just costs money and makes no profit. Let me smash my arena points. Easier to do it this way. Dude, what is the trick to the Kraken? What is the trick to the Kraken? I'm over 500k CP, Mort, Wukong. Oh, you're talking about freaking Rift? The trick is to not do it. It's a garbage game mode that should be avoided at all costs. But I can go ahead and put together a team for you and we can discuss it. Let me kill this off first, and then we'll go take a look at it. Brap. Blammo. So weird of you to put Setsuka in the front, but I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, there's a handful of reasons to do Rift, right? It's your first time, and you're doing it to get the Path of Orbis mission for getting RC21, the world's shittiest Path of Orbis mission ever. You're doing it to get Riposte and Reversal set because for some reason you value those sets on some units. You're doing it to clear the battle pass, which I still don't think is stamina efficient. Or you are in that weird bracket where you can complete it, but you can complete it, but you also have a shit ton of units that don't have gear, and you would rather take lots of mediocre gear, but it covers the sets you need, or you over just getting less volume of high quality gear. And there are some people that got like dozens of units to gear and no gear for them. Usually happens when people buy accounts. That's where Rift can be really good. I think in the future, Rift's going to be that garbage game mode we're forced to farm because we need Pursuit and Warfare set or whatever the new sets are that come out after that. Can you do a gear farming tier list? Sure. Speed set and Destruction set, S tier. Immunity set, Torrent set, A tier. Every other set, B tier, except for Riposte, Reversal, and Revenge set, F tier. They should cancel Rift. No, they're eventually walking it to a point where it's like that's just going to be the hunt that you use to farm the niche sets that are in Breach, and we're gonna be like, God, they're forcing me to do freaking Rift because I need, I joined the game a year from today, and it's the only way to get these and the other new sets, and I hate it. Ooh, free one. Oh shit, Rift. I'm sorry. Let's go do Rift. Now that I'm talking smack about it, let's go get it taken care of. So, I assume you are below RC8, right? Or are you at RC8? So let me know, are you at RC8 with this level of stuff uncovered yet, or are you still at RC 1 through 7? You're at RC 1? Okay, so I'm going to set this to something that doesn't help me at all. Let's see. No, a mage here. I'm not going to use a mage hero, so that should make that easier. Okay, so RC1. You tell me if you don't have units. So first, the easiest unit to use in the front is Green Senya. Do you have Green Senya? Any Green Senyas in the house? No Green Senya. How about Green Charles? You got this guy? My problem with Rift is that costs so much energy. My problem is that it's slow, it costs energy, it gives you garbage gear. The reward to cost ratio is terrible, and I just don't like it. I used to do guides for this because it used to be the best place to farm, but then they came out with Otherworldly, and now there is zero reason outside of being forced by missions or wanting riposte and reversal set for the 3 units that combined, 3 units that use riposte and reversal sets. Okay, that's your greens. That's your greens to work with. Saria, no. Celine, no. Renak, no. Mort. We could probably make Mort work. He might counter enough. You got Wukong, thankfully. So let's get Wukong involved. Where are you, monkey boy? Get Wukong up here. Destina, Rowana, Green Lulika, Schneel. Schneel is fine. Let's go ahead and use Mr. Schneel. And you said Arunka, right? Tell me you said Arunka, or did I misread it? Saria, Wukong, Destina. You know what? We'll just use a Saria. Okay. Easy peasy. Let's... First of all, you want them in this order. These 2 in the middle, Schneel in the back, Mort in the front. Doesn't matter where these 2 are. Except you want Wukong at the top. That way you can see Asaria's legs. Very important. Asaria, we need her to have a lot of effectiveness. Try to get her as close to 130 effectiveness as possible. We're going to put her on Song of Stars so that she can drop the target and the defense break. We want her to go first, so she's going to be the fastest unit on the team. I think 232 is about fine. That health should keep us alive pretty good. If you use my promo code Heslo, you'll start out the game with Tholin Foulbeard, who's probably one of the best units in the game. You got Venomage, who is awesome at bossing. He was my clan boss goat until I got the turtles. And you'll pick up Uugo and Tagoar, which will let you crush through a lot of the early game content, gives you all the support you need. That's what I meant by that. Those were my like flagship units that carried me through the game after I got them. And then the turtles came along and changed everything. Let's see, Mort. We want Mort to be giga tanky. That's probably enough health. I think I will keep him on Holy Sacrifice. You may be thinking, hey, why don't I do why don't I do Elbrus just for extra chance to hit? The AoE he doesn't trigger a counter, so Elbrus doesn't really get you anything out of this. So yeah, I think I'm just going to leave him as is and keep him on this artifact. Now, we should get his crit down. Let's get his crit as low as possible, right? Actually, I don't... Yeah, do I care? I guess I kind of care. So, let's just run his HP all the way up, his defense all the way up, and not care about anything else. Yeah, that Mort should stay alive pretty good. Maybe a little attack too, right? Buck's a buck. 43. 43. This is fine. We're just going to change him to this temporarily. And if you've got his self-imprint on, turn it off. 27% crit chance. That's pretty good. Yeah, turtles are limited. You want the turtles, you got to go buy an account, unfortunately. Okay, so there's our Mort done. No crit on Mort. Asaria, in a perfect world, if you can get her to no crit, it's better. So let's go ahead and try it. So recommended, no crit, high speed, lots of bulk, lots of attack, tons of effectiveness. Search. We need more effectiveness, not so much speed, not so much speed, not so much speed. For fuck's sake. Okay, less attack. There we go. Crit's a little high. Anyway, we're just going to run it. It's a 94% chance to crit. God, that's just basically the same. 94%. You get plus 30% chance to crit on all your units. Be aware of that. There was a collab with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles levables, and they kind of broke the game. I'm not going to change her. 94% crit. It ain't even worth moving the damn gear around. Let's just leave her the way she is. So what if she crits? And Mr. Schneal, again, no real crit. This artifact is fine. You could also use Celestine if you don't have this. Do you have this artifact, or do you want to use Celestine? And lastly, no, I can use Celestine. Okay, we'll just go ahead and put that on him then. And this guy, just go full ass damage. Okay, don't worry about crit chance. You actually want him to crit. His crit hits insanely hard. So we're just gonna recommended. We're gonna max out his damage. Remember, you only need 70% crit chance because you get plus 30 chance to crit. So you can really min-max his particulars out here. That's pretty close. That's close enough, I'm going to leave it. That's a 97% chance to crit, and if he doesn't crit, it still hits heckin' hard. So I'm just going to run him like this. Why am I on lifesteal? Frickin' game. Destruction set. And this set, any set. Search. That's way too much crit damage. Now we're talking. 98% chance to crit. And all this jazz. Okay. Now that's a Monkey King is going to do some work. Okay. Let's give it a try. Now you're going to leave it on auto, and you're going to turn Mort. You're going to turn Mort and Schneal's skills off. And the reason for that is Asaria can only reset the skills of people who have skills. And if their skills are turned off, they don't have skills, meaning Asaria can only reset Mort. Asaria can only reset Wukong. So Wukong comes in, does a significant chunk of damage. There are 108k damage. And then Asaria resets the Wukong. And because we got a couple of non-crit hits here, we're able to drop some of those blue tentacles, which means this will hit even harder than the last one. So instead of 108k damage, this time 150k damage. I was using full Wukong's artifact and full damage gear. I didn't even see what artifact I had on Wukong. I didn't even notice what I had on him. But yeah, damage artifact would be fine. One that boosts his attack is probably going to be better just because of the way this system works. There we go. Keep dropping those tentacles down. Cake Arty's fine. Symbol of Unity works. Pop. And we got target and defense break back up again because Asaria is a machine. The barriers go up. Schneal keeps us alive. Now, I only had 5 rounds left on this, so it's kind of an unfair comparison, but you can see we've got 10 turns left. We're chewing through it pretty fast. This will kill him. Whoosh. This is my team. You should be able to 2-turn clear, and by the time you get to RC 7 or 8, you should be able to 1-turn clear. It's really a gear issue on whatever your gear level is. You should be able to 2-turn clear immediately. If your gear is absolute shit, it might take you 3-turn clears until you get to like RC 4 or 5. Make sure your devices are set like... Oh my god, we would have done even better. No, yeah, use the barrier one. That will keep you alive. You might be thinking, hey, this one, when I deal a crit, then my crit damage is up by 50%. Yeah, but I'm sorry, it reduces a tentacle, which helps, but it cuts your damage in half. The damage being cut in half is not worth dispelling a fucking tentacle. Take this. This one's nice, but it's only for non-crits, and your damage dealer is not delivering non-crits, so this isn't helping you out either. Just go with the barrier. It will help with your survivability. Can we change Wukong for Hecate? You can, but if you're going to do that, then you definitely go for the non-crit version, since Hecate can never crit, and your damage is going to be significantly lower. Hecate is legitimately terrible in this. I think they tried to make her good here, but you should really consider Green Arunca. She does significantly better damage than Hecate. Hecate is one of those, I just don't have anything else to use units. But Green Arunca is better than Hecate. If you don't have Schneel, you can totally go with Bernard. The issue with Bernard is you need to have Bernard's skills turned on. And that means Asaria might reset Bernard instead of Wukong, which is going to put some RNG into the amount of damage you do. That's what makes Schneel better, but Bernard is the free-to-play option. This is the ideal team. Of course, with Senya in front, Senya does so damn many counters, and so does Charles, that you really drain those tentacles down even faster. If you do not have Wukong, or for some reason do not have Asaria, you can run this team. This is the theoretically, I think this is the team they demoed when they showed off Rift, and it'll work. But you're going to be doing like 3-turn clears instead of 2-turn clears. I mean, it works. It just takes it away. Once you get to RC8, you can start using Freerin. At RC8, Freerin starts doing really good. You can actually, with a really well-built Freerin and stacking the rest of the team properly, you can do 1-turn clears with just a Freerin solo. You better have her artifact plus 30 if you want to make it stable, though, but it can work. And if you don't have Commander Arena, then I guess you just need to uninstall and go play CZN. Sad. So is Reese's artifact worth it? I think it's a garbage tier artifact that's good on literally nobody but her. Everybody that tries to tell me somebody that it's good on, I'm like, but there's just better artifacts. But I guess you can use it elsewhere. Well, the good news, if you hate Freerin E7, the team that I just showed off works all the way up to RC21. I mean, if it's 1-turn clearing at RC7, all you're doing is just making it faster. 1-turn clear is still 1-turn clear. So everyone's like, is there a different team? I'm like, well, I could come up with a different team, but why mess with what's working? Just run what's reliably giving you 1-turn clears until RC21. And just set it in the background and run it like crazy. And this team, freaking amazing. Let's try it. I didn't even optimize Senya's gear. So again, everybody's skills are turned off except for Wukong and Asaria. It is a very steep stamina investment, Colonel. But here's the thing, right? Some people are trying to get that first time Adventurous Path RC21 mission taken care of. Some people are trying to do it for the battle pass. There's and the big one is people want to build their Ruel and they want reversal set. People want to build their afternoon soak flan and they want riposte set. People mistakenly think those sets are good on other units and they want to farm those sets for those units. This is the only way you can get it. It's the only place you can farm those sets. And it's terrible, but there you go. And it's going to be even worse when Pursuit and Warfare sets that are legitimately good sets on certain units, wind up in here. I have riposte on Setska. Is that bad? No, it's just only 5% better. So you're going to spend all that time in here farming for a 5% better set than just running a counter set on her? So you can do it now. Speed Firewall, best Firewall. So yeah, it is objectively better, but you gotta weigh the reward versus the effort, right? You gotta decide, is it worth that level of effort? Because remember, only 25% of the gear is going to be the set you're looking for. So you're going to be shitting out stamina chasing it for just something that's only slightly better than counter set. Is there a way I could get some advice on what kind of pursuit set stats I want? You want to make a list. Yeah, I guess we did need to actually put real gear on the Senya. She just took a dirt nap there, didn't she? We might be okay. I don't... No, without... We're just going to get picked apart without Senya, aren't we? Disappointed. But hey, you know what? It was still a 2-turn clear. Even with shitter gear on my Senya and everybody dying. Figure out what unit you want you want the pursuit set on, because like a pursuit set Renak is going to use way different gear than like a pursuit set Luna or a pursuit set what's her name, Lady of the Scales. So figure out what unit. Would Green Euphine work here? No, she would be terrible here. So anyway, there was a very easy 2-turn clear with a shittily geared Senya who died right out of the gate. Rift or Hunt, Hell Hunt, Rift, Otherworldly. It's that much of a difference. Hell Hunt, Rift, Otherworldly. I hope that's clear. Now I did a video on we just search Tristen, Wulf, Pursuit, and Pursuit and Warfare sets, a tier list. And this will go over all the different units that can, in theory, use the sets. Now, just because it says a unit can use the set doesn't mean you should farm the set for that unit. For example, Kiki Rat has a skill that accesses... Oh, no, sorry, that's because of artifact. Karena has a skill that accesses Pursuit set for all of the 0 times you're ever going to use Karena in real fighting. Ilanov can use Pursuit set. She does have some pop damage based on injury, but you're giving up immunity, and I think if you run Ilanov without immunity, you're a fool. So you've got to say, first of all, am I playing Blue Auden? Am I actually running Ilanov? Look at the list and go, these are units that I use. These are units I use a lot. I'm using Rat a lot. I'm using Ida a lot. I'm using Kayron a lot. And then look at the stats they want. Kayron doesn't want any speed subs. Renak wants all the speed subs. So each, what Senya is going to need for her pursuit set is different from what Payra is going to need for her pursuit set. And that makes it a little bit tricky. And Rat's another one. Are you building an ER Rat or are you building a nuking Rat? Because you might be like, oh God, ER on my pursuit set again. Well, maybe your Rat would like that if you're running an ER Rat. I can tell you this though, pursuit set almost never wants crit chance or crit damage. There are a handful of units like Renak, like Kayron, that it's okay if they crit, but generally you want pursuit set to make pop damage that's already very impactful be even more impactful, and critting does not impact pop damage. So it's got to be a unit that does respectable damage and then pop to care about crit chance or crit damage. You generally just want attack, HP, defense, and maybe some ER, right? Maybe. But that's about it. Usually if you want pursuit set, you're wanting to amp up the pop damage, and you don't really care if they crit or not. So, yeah, hopefully that helps, and I didn't just muddy the water. But that's my guidance on that. Every time somebody's like, oh no, save it for when they come out with a unit that crits and wants pursuit set. I'm like, if it crits, it probably wants pen or torrent. If the bulkier damage comes from the actual damage, you want a set that ramps up that damage, like Pent or Torrent. If the bulkier damage comes from the pop, then you don't care about crit. You just want to ramp up the pop. And it's very few that units are like, that's kind of both, right? It's kind of, you know, the damage they do and then the pop damage, they are kind of equal in the amount of damage they do. That makes it a little bit rough. The only thing worse than Rift is Azzy and Katie's. Objectively wrong, Cranked. Holy shit. You're telling me that going in here for a going into Rift for a 25% chance to get some immunity sets is worse than going into Azzy, taking a team that can just cleave Azzy with 3 units? I don't know what Stark's doing there. I think I might have been friendship farming Stark. And you do this, and it's a 33% chance? Yeah, I don't know that I would put Pursuit on Genoa. I think I would still go with Pen or Torrent. Look at this. Ready for this? Oh my god. What are you doing there, Stark? That was adorable. Oh shit, my Watcher died from the bleeds. Okay, if Watcher had pulled the trigger, he would have killed, but, you know, maybe to do that, he's going to need some actual gear on. But it almost one-shotted there, and you're going to tell me that was better than sitting through an entire Rift run in order to get purple gear with a 25% chance that it's immunity, instead of doing this, and it took, like, all of about 20 seconds, and I get a 33% chance for immunity gear, and it's most likely red? Ain't no way. $75% still usable purple gear. You're gonna tell me purple gear is still usable? Are you kidding me? I will take a 33% chance at red gear over a 25% chance at purple gear. Here, we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna do this. Hang on. Let me put some gear on this guy. There is no world where you're ever gonna convince me that it is ever worth farming Rift unless you are just chasing the what do you call it? Unless you are just chasing the new sets that you can't get anywhere else. Stark, are you just here looking pretty? Kind of wild that you have real gear on. Okay, here we go, guys. One run into, we're gonna compare it. We're gonna do a sample size of 1. That way there's like 0 chance anybody can argue with it because it's the perfect sample size, right? Does anyone know when the next balance patch comes out? 27th. Yep. February 27th. Oh, sorry. When it comes out after maintenance on the 12th is when it comes out. But it's going to be revealed on the 27th. But it won't be live until a week after RTA ends, after maintenance. Balance patches require a maintenance to go live. Okay, so look at this. We got 2 immunity pieces, 2 red immunity pieces. That's actually the lowest red to purple drop rate. Let's do a sample size of 2, just and then we'll do a sample size of 2 on Rift as well. Fair, right? Can you show you my hunt pet? Sure. Crap. Pop. Strays, murders. I love Closer Charles in this, by the way. So good. Shoot him in the face, Watcher. Yeah, it's a 3-man team. Stark was just there. Okay, see this? 1, 2, 3 red pieces, 1, 2, 3 purple pieces. 50% drop rate. Usually it's 50 to 60% red to purple ratio. A lot more red for your leaf buck. So how much was that? How many that was 2 runs. So that was 80. That was 160 stamina. So let's be fair and let's go give Rift 160 stamina. So it's going to be 60 stamina per run. So I'll do 3 Rift runs. Oh, 2. No, it's 80 stamina. Oh, you're right. It's 160 for 1 core, so 320. So 320, and this is 60 stamina per run, right? 40 and 20 to do 1 run. So 60 stamina per run. That's 60, 120, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can do 6 runs of this. 6 runs. So we'll do 5 repeats. And let's get my Senya on gear to survive this. Just holy sack you. That'll keep your ass alive. Eight if you 1 turn. Yeah, but we're 2 turn clearing. We're comparing whether one's worth doing over the other. So we're assuming that, you know, your lower RC level, right? Shit, I didn't change my, I don't think I changed my, should do 1 turn clear. You can 1 turn RC3. If you have the exact right units and God tier gear, you can, Cookie. And people with that are definitely not farming this garbage. People who are farming this garbage are farming this garbage because they need lots of sets. And they don't care if it's mediocre or not. They're just trying to fill out their roster. There's 0 reason to farm Rift once you've gotten to the point where your gear is already good. Okay, we'll let this go in the background while we go do some arena, and then we will check out the results, and we will compare. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red pieces of gear, and of those red pieces of gear, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them were immune. 5 of them were immunity. 6 of them. We got 6 immunity pieces farming otherworldly. And they were all red. And then we got, hang on, let me write this down. So we got 6 red immunity. And we got 1, 2, 3 purple immunity. And we'll just assume the rest is trash, right? Nobody wants Rage and Unity set, right? This is a great sample size. It's perfect. Look, you want a real sample size here. I took dozens and dozens and dozens of screenshots of doing 30 runs. I just got to scroll up and find them. I researched the shit out of this when I made a video out of it just so I could show people how awful this game mode was. This is 30 runs in Otherworldly. I want you to look at the red versus the purple ratio of 30 runs in Otherworldly. It's mind-boggling. Now I want you to look at a 30 run in Rift. Oh my god, this shit was so far back. Why did you jump? Stupid Discord. This is a 30 run in Rift. Do you see a difference? It's the percentage of gear that's red versus purple. The cost per stamina is you can get one additional piece of gear every 3 runs in Otherworldly. If you want to math it out, if you're doing 1 turn clears in Rift, you will get 4 pieces of gear per stamina for every 3 pieces of gear per stamina you get from Otherworldly. And that is not worth going from roughly a 60% epic gear to a 70% heroic gear ratio. Who cares about that 1 extra piece of gear if it is statistically guaranteed to be purple? And the gear set you're chasing, there's a 25% chance you're going to get the gear piece you're running. Look, I had immunity set for this. I got, I did get some immunity, but what percentage of this gear is immunity compared to the other sets? Now you might say, well, the other sets are useful. It's like, well, yeah, if you're farming the other sets, if you have a need for the other sets and you don't care if they're high quality or not. The other thing to look at is, look at this. There are only 2 pieces of gear that have the little gold shimmer on them. 2 pieces of gear that are, I can't remember what the gear score is. Is it 30? The high gear score pieces that make them the shiny. 2 pieces of gear in the entire run. Look how many shiny pieces you get from Rift. It's not just that it's more often epic, it's more often high gear score epic. And there's the chance for them to be otherworldly. Those blue sheen ones at the top, you can't even get that from Rift. So you are trading quality for quantity. And if you need quantity, if you have got, if you look at your immunity gear and your torrent gear and your pen gear, and you're like, I have 6 pieces of each of those sets. Well, yeah, suddenly Rift has high value because you need volume. You need quantity over quality. You've got some units to deck out, and you literally, you have fribbles or the in-game fribbles try to find it and it says you just don't have the pieces to do this. Well, yeah, you are the target audience for Rift, because you need the volume of gear to get those units geared out. But once it's like, yeah, you know what? I can gear anything I want. I just don't like it. The gear doesn't, I can build a Renok, but I want a better Renok. I can build a Senya, but I want a better Senya. That's the point in time where you walk away from Rift and never look back. And you look at your gear and you say, okay, Renok. Renok is a speed pursuit unit, so I'm just going to farm otherworldly speed or otherworldly breach for pursuit and otherworldly hunt for speed. Now, one could also argue, hey, you can't use box stamina on otherworldly. You can only use lease. So where else are you going to spend the stamina other than Rift? And my answer to that is you farm everything else. You get your charms, you get your gold, you get your adventure points, your catalyst points, you get your charms. And once you got all that covered, if you are absolutely covered on all that and you still have nowhere else to spend this box stamina and you want to go farm Rift, go with God and do it. I ain't gonna tell you how to run your account. The fuck? Wait, 0 out of 5. Oh my God. I had it set to like, okay, hang on. Let's go figure out why this got fuckered up. Oh, God damn it. I know exactly why it was fuckered up. Okay, hang on. Okay, new run. This time I will tell it to charge stamina. My bad. Okay, 5 runs and go. This is the first time I've touched Rift since I made my guide back, I think, in December. I cannot conceptualize a reason to farm it if you don't need the new sets. It just seems like 20, if you're chasing specific gear, and that's what you're doing, right? When you're early game, you're taking whatever you can get. And early to mid game loves Rift. They're taking whatever they can get. They're building whatever they can get. But once you've built everything and it's just improving, I can't think of why you would just settle for lower quality, lower gear score, lower gear type when you've got a system that gives you significantly better gear and it's fast. That's just me. But everybody's account's different, and what is necessary for me. There are some people out there like, yeah, I've been playing for 3 years, but all I ever did was farm speed set. And now that Cleave is dead, TM, I want to go ahead and start building bruisers, but I've never farmed any of the bruiser gear. So I got like 800 pieces of speed gear and only like 5 pieces of destro and 7 pieces of counter. So yeah, you're the target audience. And we're all the target audience in about 2 years from now, when there are dozens of unique otherworldly breach gear and Rift is the only place to go farm it. Suddenly we're all the target audience. And that's why I strongly encourage people, when you farm otherworldly breach, don't sell the garbage. Extract the garbage so you've got the cubes to go to the steel workshop and go, you know what? I need a riposte set piece. I will just come in here. I will come in here, I will grab a ring, I will tell it I want effectiveness, and I will grab one of my 600 pieces of riposte gear and bang myself out a riposte ring so I don't have to waste my time in Rift chasing riposte and reversal sets. And that's why you will notice I've got over 1,000 pieces of these. I always extract them, so once they are gone forever and they release a brand new unit in 2027 that needs this set, I will be able to craft it and not be forced to farm that god-awful Rift. Hopefully Smilegate upgrades Rift, improves the drop rate, maybe makes it synergize better with buff events. That's one thing they could do. Right now, Otherworldly is only about a 3% increase to gear when a buff event's up. That's it, just 3%. Rift is about a 10%. So during a buff event, Rift isn't as bad. Rift and Otherworldly start to get pretty close to each other if you farm just during buff events. Outside of buff events, it's terrible. I still think Otherworldly's better during buff events, but my encouragement is always to just not even farm hunts during buff events. Farm things that are actually impactful. Farm your gold, farm your charms, farm your spirit altar. Get the things that actually the buff event actually feels like a buff event. Because, yeesh. Oh, and I guess there is one other reason to farm Hell. And that's Rift and Otherworldly are both absolute gutter trash at dropping expedition posters. Which, on a 3-week rotation is a little tough to do now. But yeah, they need to do something for Rift, guys. It's kind of sad. And yes, Biako, Cleave is dead. Tell your friends. Cleave is always dead. Let me do regular arena first, and then we'll go get our shit pushed in RTA. Ooh, a free one. I can't quick battle when I'm quick battling. Never mind. I hope they cycle Otherworldly Breach and not just pump out new gear every time. Yeah, get ready, buddy. Blabbo! Yeah, I don't know. I think that's major copium, but it would be nice. But I think they have just set us down a path of they are struggling to rebalance units, and 25% chance. So good. They're struggling to balance units because they can't nerf, and releasing gear that is specific to certain units is a way to is just another tool for balancing. So I think they're going to non-stop be pumping out new gear sets. Taking a page right out of Raid's book where there's like 60 different gear sets. What's the matter, guys? You don't want violent runes in E7? No violent rune, no, everybody freaks out about violence runes. Despair runes would be the ones that would freak me out the most. Any Summoner's War players out there know what Despair runes do? Hey, Ned. Despair runes are like putting Abyssal Crown as a gear set. Instead of Abyssal Crown as an artifact, it's Abyssal Crown as a gear set, and they stack. And for those of you who really don't know, Violent Runes is basically RNL's effect as a gear set. Anyway, this is my hunt pet. I used to have the additional, what do you call it? The additional crafting mats here, but Otherworldly doesn't drop crafting mats, so this has no use to me anymore. So I switched out for Reforged mats because a buck's a buck. Raid has a cool mechanic called True Fear. It works the same as Fear, except it lets you take a turn when you're afraid. And then you push a button, and if the fear procs, you waste your skill and it goes on cooldown and it doesn't happen. So you've got to sit there and decide, do I take the chance and have my skill go into cooldown, or do I just S1, and if fear procs, I don't S1 either. So it's like, it makes fear even more annoying because you have to decide if you're going to, you know, at least current fear, you just is like a stun you can slip out of. This one is worse. It's a stun that makes you make a choice. Hey, Sheeping, I'm doing pretty good, man. No complaints. I want to use this into Harsetti. There's no Ilanov, so I should be fine up here, although Witch is a little freaky. Ilanov and Bossarunka? I mean, Lady of the Scales and Bossarunka? Weird. Okay, let's just destroy this team. Triple Despair free Ren. There's your Guild War tech. Blammo! Smash! Bye, Bossarunka. Thanks for playing. The problem with fear is that only sticks on the left side of the screen. You are not wrong, Minotauro. You are not wrong. Here you go. Hold this. Blammo! You get some too. Still sharking? Yeah, Loki was all excited about a Fern team, and I looked at it, and it looks really cool, but it only works if Lady of the Scales is there. Now, Lady of the Scales is on pretty much all defenses, but it was pretty cool because the way it's set up is Fern S3s kills 2 units because of Lady of the Scales, triggering Eligos to throw a suitcase, killing a 3rd unit. So in one button push, you kill 3 units. It's actually pretty hilarious, but it only works if Lady's around. I don't like going into Ilanavarunka. Too much of a pain in the ass. We'll do this bottom team. Yeah, Sharklet's making me miss summer, man. You're probably on proof, so we'll hit you. Not on proof. Makes life easier. Goodbye, Ras. More for Miss Yule, huh? Blammo! I think we're okay to just kill this. Sasha Ethanes will push me up, and then Hecate's S1 should take care of... Normally I would hit sets go, but this should do it. Blabo, even on a miss. Show me a pop. Okay, one more time for the people in the back, because Miko brought it up again. There are 4 reasons, 4 segments, 4 demographics, 4 people who should be farming Rift over Otherworldly. First segment, people who need Riposte and Reversal set. It's the only place to get it. So if you want those sets, you have to farm Rift. Now, there's not a lot of units. There's like 3, maybe 4 if you tilt your head and squint, units that use Riposte and Reversal sets combined, but they are out there. And if you want those sets, that's where you got to go to farm them. So that's your first demographic, and that demographic will expand the more Otherworldly Breach sets get shoved into Rift. Second segment is relatively new players who have a Hero's Path quest mission of reaching RC21 as part of their Hero's Path quest. You got to do it, so just get in there and waste the stamina and get the gear, but you know what, you're relatively new, so you're going to get a good saturation of gear from doing that first time run, and then you don't have to fuck with it again, so I guess that's not a bad thing. So people who want that. Third demographic is completionists who just can't stand the idea of a battle pass not being completed. There are some good things in that battle pass. I don't think the amount of stamina it costs is made up by what's in that battle pass, but mileage may vary. Look at that battle pass and go, yeah, you know what, this stuff is worth it to me. You'll have to farm to about RC 14 to 16 range, depending on which Rift pet you get and how good your RNG is, to be able to get that battle pass done. So that's your third segment. And then the fourth segment is much like that RC21 segment. The fourth segment is people who have more gear, more units than gear. They're literally like, every time I want to use a unit, I have to steal somebody else's gear to use it, because I've only got 20 pieces of counter. Not 20 counter helms, not 20 counter swords, 20 pieces of counter across my entire account. There's no way I can gear more than 2 counter units. People like that, it's like, suddenly Rift is good. If you've got lots of sets where you just don't have a good saturation of pieces, right? You go and you look over here and you start looking at the, he'll let me do this somewhere here, right? You start looking at the gear and you go, oh, let's get off weapons. Over here. And you go, okay, I've got 123 pieces of health gear, great. I got 171 pieces of crit gear, great. I got 88 pieces of hit set gear, great. I got 6 pieces of lifesteal gear. I've got 3 pieces of counter gear. I got 2 pieces of immunity gear. You know, you start when your immunity and counter, when other sets start looking like my revenge set. I've literally only have 10 pieces of revenge set on my entire account. When you're that kind of a person, well, now you know. And like, what sets do you farm? Well, you can literally look at this. You come into your inventory bag, you make sure the all's clicked, you click on acquisition, you click on this, and you can see how many copies of every set you've got. 726 pieces of speed gear versus everything else. Can you tell where I focus my farming? So, this will let you go, wow, I know I need more attack sets and defense sets and injury sets and revenge sets. Those can be the 4 sets I farm, and I know I will fill that up fast. But you got to ask yourself, do you have units that care about these sets? Sometimes people are like, what set should I farm? I'm like, well, I always tell people speed, destro, immunity, and then, you know, riposte or reversal, whichever one you need. Otherwise, you know, the 4 sets kind of Heinz 57. You always go immunity, destro, speed. But if you've already got 500 speed and 200 destro and 200 immunity, maybe you don't need to farm those. Maybe you need to farm Pen and Torrent. Maybe you need to farm Rage to get your PvE done better. Maybe you just pulled Sylvan Sage Vivian and you need some lifesteal for her. Pick the sets you need to farm. And then once you've got everybody geared, where you're looking at it going, yeah, this isn't something I'm going to brag about. I'm not going to show off this unit on a Fix It Friday stream or brag about it in my guild chat, but it gets the job done, right? It's my 29k APOC Ravi with 250 crit damage. She's not, she's not taking me into legend, but she's getting the job done. Well, that's good. Now you're done with Rift. Now you go make that APOC better by farming Golem for HP sets, or farming Azzy for immunity, or farming Banshee for Destro. But that's the rub. You can only farm one. You need Destro and Torrent. You can't get both. You got to split it. You got to farm a little Banshee. You got to farm a little Azzy to get both. Or sorry, Katie's to get both. Only Rift gets you both. But remember, when you farm Rift, this is what your drops are going to look like. God damn it, it did it again. No, it didn't do it again. Well, even, I don't know. It says it cleared 5 times, guys. It says it cleared 5 times, but I think maybe my Senya wasn't doing what she was supposed to do. But anyway, even just this, guys, that is a 25% chance to get red gear. Now, given I got more immunity sets here than I expected, but they're purple. Who wants purple gear? After you get past the 18-month mark, does anybody keep purple gear outside of maybe speed checking? It's all about the red gear. So, and the other thing to consider too is I was farming immunity and speed sets and torrent set. You know, I didn't get to choose which reforge mats I needed. If I farm Wyvern, I'm only getting reforge mats to upgrade it. I've seen people out here farming the shit out of this to get their speed and destro sets packed up, and then you go and look at their resources, and they're farming speed and destro, and they've got like 100 of the speed set reforge mats and 70 of the destro reforge mats. This is another place you can look. If you're trying to figure out what sets you're going to farm in Rift, I should be farming Golem sets, and I should be farming, what is this? Azymanic sets. Because I've actually got the reforge mats to craft them, and maybe some speed sets. I should not be out there farming Banshee. I should not be out there farming Destro, Riposte, and Revenge or a Torrent set. Because even if I get a good piece, I don't have the reforge mats to even level them. I'm going to have to use boxes. Rift eats your leaves at almost the exact same rate as Otherworldly. It just eats them faster. But the gear per stamina is very similar. You get 4 pieces of gear per unit of stamina from Rift. You get 3 pieces of gear per unit of stamina from Otherworldly. It's about, about 33% more gear from Rift. It's not that big of a difference, especially when we consider that 33% more gear you get from Rift is garbage red gear. And you're going to wind up just doing this, and you're going to wind up selling pretty much everything you got from Rift. But anyway, you do you. You guys decide where you need to farm. You know your accounts better than I do. Okay? I'm not going to tell you one is objectively better than the other, because like I said, there are 4 case situations. One having to do with having more heroes than gear, or completely everyone said farm Wyvern, so you farmed Wyvern for 3 years and you never farmed anything else. You're a perfect candidate for Rift. That's a great catch-up mechanic. Or you're relatively new. Rift can be really good to flesh out the account as long as you got the units to do it. Or you need you just pulled your afternoon soak flan and you want a builder, and she's just legitimately best in slot on Riposte. You need to get it. You just got your Ruel, and she's legitimately best in slot on Reversal, and you need to run that. So go for that. Excel or Extract, if you are below 10 million gold, I think you always sell. If you're over 20 million gold, or sorry, if you're over 10 million gold, you want to look at your cubes and decide if you've got enough cubes that you can. It's just easier to find it over here. To look at your cubes and decide, do I have enough cubes to satisfy my needs for crafting? And I pretty much do. The sets that I care about, I got enough to use my blue boxes on. What I usually am out of is charms, so I typically sell for powder. The only time I exclusively extract is when I'm doing Otherworldly Breach, because, again, I think it is very important you prepare for the future. You prepare for a future where they come out with a unit that uses Warfare set, and it's out of Otherworldly Breach, and the only option you have is going to Rift for a 25% chance to get a Pursuit helm. Sorry, a 25% chance to get a Pursuit item, and that Pursuit item has a 1 in 6 chance to be a helm, or a piece of armor in this case, and then it has a 75% chance to be purple, not red, or you extract everything you get from Otherworldly Breach that is garbage, and that way you can go in and select your Warfare piece, and now you get a guaranteed red, guaranteed armor Warfare piece, and you didn't have to farm Rift for it. So if you take nothing away from today's stream, please take that. Every time you go and farm Otherworldly Breach, if it's a piece you're not going to keep it, you extract it. I don't care how bad your gold is, man. Bank for the future, because that Breach isn't going to be here forever, and we don't know if they're ever going to rerun Breach or if there will be permanent features of Rift, which would suck. Can I send you a picture of my MLS area on Discord? Yeah, just DM it to me. Don't make me go dig through my chat to find it. Just shoot me a DM. I'll find it. Remember, guys, there is no best place to farm in Epic 7. That's why I made an entire video called Best Places to Farm in Epic 7. And what's this video? That's 2025. Hang on, 2026. 2026, best places to farm. You know what the entire point of this video is? Is to show you that there is no best place to farm. There are only better places to farm for specific things, but the entire point of the video is to go over what's best when you're chasing certain things. This is the best place to farm gear. This is the best place to farm gold. This is the best place to farm charms. This is the best place to farm catalysts. Best place to farm runes. Best place to farm... And you always want to try to work in a game of resource management. You always want to try to work on double dipping, right? I need gear, but I also need Reforge mats. Well, Hunts is going to be way freaking better than Rift in that sense, because Rift gives you random Reforge mats. Hunts gives you specific Reforge mats. I really need gold, but I also need charms. Well, Eulogy for a Saint is going to be the best in slot for that. I really need gold, but I also need adventure points, catalyst points. Well, in that case, episodes 1 through 5 are going to be the best for that. So this whole video, and if you guys want to give it a watch, I will post it in both chats here for you. I think this is probably the most important video I make every year. And it breaks down where you should farm. So you really want to look at this and it's not like a lot of games where you just get to a point and there's one thing you just always farm. People are like, oh, most important farm, Wyvern. Well, yeah, for speed gear. But what if you need catalysts to level your units? What good is the speed gear if all your units are level 50 and unawakened? Maybe you need to park your ass in adventure, get some catalyst points, and level up your units. So yeah, that's what this whole video is about. And I do break down and compare Rift. I think the one thing that I left out of this of the Rift versus Hunt discussion was talking about the being, you know, the RC21 mission for new players. I think it might be in there. I can't remember. I did this back in January, and I was I don't know. I was thinking about this shit. Don't at me. If there is a full week buff, which one gives the most charms? I don't think buffs impact charms. It's just about gold. This one looks nasty. Let's go kill it. Oh, wait. Was there a free Renok one? Nope. No free Renok ones. Let's go kill Hot Topic Hua. I put it in there. Good job, Tristen. Hey, but hear me out, right? If you like farming Rift and you think you're getting the maximum bang for your buck, then you do you. We all play this game different. Everybody has different opinions. From cleavers to tank down, each thinking their way is the best way. I ain't gonna tell you you're wrong, man. It's a game. You play the game however you want to play the game. I'm just saying, in my experience and how I play the game, this is what I found. This is how it suits me. So everybody has to find their own way in that. Shit balls. Okay, this is fine. We'll do this. We'll do this. And then we can kill Hua. The free Renok team? Sure. When I say it's free Renok, it's situational. There are certain things where it is not the most free thing in the world. But we'll go over that here in just a second. Blow up, elf. Blow up. After you told me Otherworldly is where to get the best gear, it is where to get the best, again, quantity versus quality. And sometimes there's nothing wrong with a good chunk of quantity, right? If you're sitting there starving, you don't need a 5-star meal. You just need to eat. So go for the quantity. Ow. But once you're fat and well fed and your account's looking good, and now it's just about getting things that are better, making things better. Here, look at this. Look at this shitter Renok, right? Who lost a bunch of gear to Ran. But look at this Renok. Is this Renok going to get better farming Rift with a 25% chance to drop speed set? Or is this Renok potentially going to get better farming Otherworldly with a 33% chance to get speed set, and it could be Otherworldly, allowing me to potentially roll much higher speed? Where is the best bang for my stamina buck if all I care about is making my Renok better? So if you just care about making specific units you love, units you use every day better, well, Otherworldly going to be better. But if you're looking at your whole account and you're going, I can build 4 really good units, and then it falls off a cliff and everything is just shit. And I'm like actively going, I guess this unit's not even going to wear a set. I'm just going to put 6 random pieces of gear on it because it's the only way I can get 100% crit and 65% effectiveness. And I guess I'll just have to deal with having 7,000 defense on my Crow. Yeah, you know what? Get your ass into Rift. Because you need a little bit of everything, and you are the proverbial starving person who doesn't need to be finicky about their food. You need the volume. Shiny gear is just when it drops with a 32 or higher gear score. That's shiny gear. Otherworldly gear, when it's got this blue haze, it can be absolute garbage tier gear. In fact, I think when this piece started, okay, this would have been gold shiny and Otherworldly, right? It's 32 gear score and it was Otherworldly. This one, yes, this one's only 29. It wouldn't have been gold shiny, but it's still Otherworldly. The stats can be the same. There's literally no difference between an 85 gear drop and an 85 Otherworldly gear drop. The difference comes when you start to upgrade the piece. Like this one here. Fuck it, we'll just reset it. Oh, I can't reset it. I don't have a current. Do I have one? Oh, no, God. Why, Smilegate? Why would you do this? Maybe I have a box. Let me see if I have a box. I have a currency box. Is this one? That's level 88. Is this one? Ooh. Okay. For you, for science. Such a waste of gold. Okay, so this is what makes it otherworld. How do you farm riposte set without it? You don't. That's one of the target audiences for Rift. You need riposte and reversal, and eventually you need warfare and pursuit, because they'll go there too and disappear from the game. That's why I think is eventually Smilegate's goal is Rift will be viable because it will be the only way to get the special sets, and the more breaches we get, the more important Rift's going to be to get those sets, and I hate that. Now here's the difference, right? You see all these stats. Effectiveness could roll anywhere from 4 to 8, except because it's otherworldly, it can only roll the top 2 rolls. So this can only roll 7s and 8s. This can only roll 6s and 7s. This can only roll 3s and 4s. You can't roll 2 speed here. I can't roll, even though it started at 3% crit, it can only roll 4s and 5s crits. So it's a chance to get really, really high rolls and get really high gear score. So watch these 2 hits. 7 and an 8, 15%. God, this is awful. Please hit speed. Please hit speed. Okay, and now it's dead, right? But you see what I mean? It only rolls maximum or one-off maximum, which a lot of people, when they get their otherworldly gear, they're very excited because it's the best chance to not roll any 2s when you're speed checking, and if you quad roll speed, it's guaranteed to be over 20, right? Because if you quad roll speed, that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 just from the boat. Now, even if it's 3s, right? 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. I guess if you quad roll 3s into 3s, it would only be 18, but it's got the highest chance. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, if you quad rolled 3s into 3s, it would be 19 speed. So you literally quad min roll into a 3. You still have a 19 speeder. And if you penta, then you got crazy speeds. The number of people with 25 speeders went through the roof when Otherworldlies came out. And that's it. And ironically, once you reforge it, the purple sheen goes away. You'll notice you'll never see any purple sheen level 90s on your account, because once you 90 it, the purple sheen goes away. Because it only it's only there to let you know, hey, if you roll this gear, you're only going to get max or one-off max rolls. Man, what a terrible waste of gold that was, but I hope the demonstration helped. Do you even need HP Warfare set main stat Tamarin? That's about it. There's only like 5. Oh, Dark Corvus. Dark Corvus. Maybe Laia. You know what? Maybe Laia, but she's not a real unit right now. But maybe Laia. ML Rat, I don't know. I think you still want Destro on ML Rat, but maybe. Oh yeah, you sent me that and I forgot to pull it up. Let's see. Open link. I think you need more HP, my friend. The attack's nice. The attack's where you want it, but I would drop the defense and get that HP up. I would consider switching her to either an HP ring or an HP boot that's got very high attack substat on it, if you can pull it off. Yeah, you know what? Come to think of it, ditch the neck. She does not need crit at all. She does not need crit. I know people look at that S1 skill and say, ooh, that crit's going to make that S1 hit like a truck. It's not that big of a deal. Her S1, if you burn it, already hits like a truck. You don't need the crit. Change that neck to an HP neck. Here, check out mine. Mine is absolutely garbage too, but I'm going to show it off anyway so you guys can go, bleh. But she gets the job done. And she is... Knight. Assaria is not a ranger for a change. See, because I dropped the crit and crit damage all the way down, I could focus just on the stats she needs. So I got a metric fuck ton of attack. I got a metric fuck ton of HP. A little more defense would be nice. I think getting her into, if I could drop 200 defense and get her up to like 20k health, this would be great. In fact, this is like a legend tier Asaria if I put 100 effect res on her. But since I don't have any effect res, she's a little bit vulnerable, but she gets shit done. Yeah, I mean, you're running crit and you don't even have crit damage, so it's not helping you, man. It's not helping you. Just try her on find an HP neck that looks like this, right? Find an HP neck that's got some crit damage. I'm sorry, HP neck that's got some good high percent attack on here, and I think you will be flying, because an HP neck, that's going to take you up to 14, 15k health. It's going to be really good. And I guess the only thing holding you back, because right now, dead Asarias don't kill anything. And let me show you. Let me show you how ridiculous. Oh, I can't show you on this computer, can I? God damn it. I really hate that you can't see. This was such a funny fight, guys. It was such a funny fight. Wait. If I share it on my other device, I can play it here, right? Right? I'll just try to recreate it. That fight. Yes? Okay, hang on. I'll be right back. Here's some music. Okay, gotta figure this out here. Hang on. Shit, I'm gonna have to sign in. Failed to connect to client. Connect to client. Huh. Account is currently running on another PC. Run on this PC. I've never had that message before. $4K attack, 1K defense, 19K HP, 90% ER. Is it okay? Try to get closer to like 110 ER, even if you have to drop the HP a little. But yeah, that sounds fine. I don't run any ER, and I've paid the price for it sometimes, but that's what I needed to do to get my stats where I wanted them. Without like stripping down half of my account. I love this lobby, by the way. Can you see it? It's Sid in here totally gooning to a whole bunch of pirate flans. He's fapping to the Faptons. Alrighty, and now we go back over nya. Restart. Talk about Wanderer Prince Sid lore. I pick up what you're laying down there, Frank. Oh, it worked. "48 turns this fight took. Talentless, man. A lot of respect for Talentless, but this fight was crazy. And it only worked because I had a good chunk of health. Now, first things first, this was my big screw up. I was supposed to S3 my Asaria here, but I got distracted, and by the time I looked back, the game decided what to do for me, and because the AI is an idiot, Ruel S3s herself, because that's what happens when you run out of time. So poor Asaria's here with no guardrails whatsoever, but I just drop her S3. Now, I took her into Mort. Everyone's like, oh, but Mort hard counters her. No, Mort's a pain in the ass for her, but especially if you pair her up with Ruel, she can out-tempo Mort. Check out how hard this S3 hits with no fractures built up at all. Ow. I killed everybody but Renak. And then he proceeded to kill my Asaria. But luckily, instead of Candlestick, I have Idol's Cheer. So I was able to cycle around, bring her back to life. Unfortunately, I brought her back to life right in time for Mort to step on her and put fear. And because Talentless is the luckiest fucking clan in the world, every single time he put fear on me, it lasted for 2 turns. Right side advantage, am I right? I stayed afraid. I was like, okay, surely I'll shake it off. Okay, surely I'll shake it off. Nope, you don't shake fear off. And then Asaria is dead again. So I had to wait and wait and wait and wait. And then I brought her back and I thought, finally, I get to end this fight. All I got to do is kill Renak and it's over. Except, nope, he got me. So I waited and 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 brought her back again. And then he put fear on me. And it lasted all 2 turns. I must have hit that angry Vildred emote like 25 times because his fear never wore off. He got maximum value out of the fear every single time and was able to just slaughter my fucking units. But with one fracture left, I was able to get my S3 off and absolutely murder his entire team. Now, Mort was on Holy Sack, but that's okay. Thank God he wasn't able to step on me. If his fear had been up, I would have been screwed because he would have gotten it for a full 2 turns. But with no crit whatsoever, watch how hard this S1 hits. 40,000 damage from an S1 with only 2 fractures up. So I'm saying you don't even... Did she crit there? I think she actually crit there, which is a little awkward. But trust me, she would have killed without the crit. But yeah, she is a really strong unit if you know how to play her. Just make sure you give her a little bit of health so that she can survive, because... You can see if my Asaria had died in that last round from that Mort S1, it'd have been over for me. And her health was already kind of in the shitter because we were at Frenzy 97 or something. Give me the 5k attack. You want 5k attack, you've got to give up the ER. Holy shit, you got it though. 5k attack. Oh my god. So this is what a real Asaria looks like. Holy shit on a stick, dude. That's frightening. A little more ER would be nice, but can you mod it anywhere? No, you're kind of maxed out. Damn, you got like no wasted stats anywhere. Very nice piece, man. Anya, what do you got? Yeah, see, this is more typical, right? More typical. Very bulky. The 1600 defense is impressive. I don't think it's as important on her because her defense starts to go in the shitter. But I think the HP is more important than the defense. But the 4K attack with the 130 ER, this is a little bit more of a bruiser comp. I'm using her as a cleave anchor, so I don't need the ER. Fights like the one I had with Talentless there shouldn't technically exist for me. Those fights should be few and far between. Typically, I'm just anchoring with her. Maybe mod the flat defense on the boots. No, I think he already had ER on the boots. Yeah, he's already got ER on the boots. Oh, unless you were the other guy. Nope. ER. Yeah. I think it's about as good as it gets. What's up, machine gun? Oh shit, what are we doing? Rangers. So in other words, does nothing. Immunity says harmful. CR pushback. If you have immunity and immunity doesn't get stripped, you can't CR pushback. Harmful effect, but it's not a debuff. Things like that. Miko still has that stupid 401 error. Holy shit. Hang on. No and no. Okay, so I guess we are free running it up here. I'll hit up Smilegate about it. It's 4 a.m. there, so I don't know if we'll get an answer right away, but I'll send him a screenshot. Immunity is a must. I've got mine again. Immunity. If you're going ER, if you're not just anchoring with her, yeah, immunity's pretty fucking important. I cannot overstress the importance of immunity in a modern RTA meta. It is probably the second most important set now. It used to be speed set, then destro set, then immunity. I think immunity is caught up to speed to destro set. It's definitely the most important two-piecer. Everyone gets all obsessed with Katie's, getting their torrents, getting their pursuits, getting their pens, getting all those things. Zio's open. I don't care about Zio. If he picks Zio, then he's going to be doing 1 DPS against me, so I doubt he picks it. There we go. And he's... Oh. Well, how about that? They put up a post on, yeah. I think that was the balance patch thing. The 401 error. I really think Miko's going to need to do a full uninstall, reinstall, and see if that resolves it. It really feels like he got a corrupted client. I don't think I care about that. I really don't think I care about the bunny. I think I'm good. Damn. That's unfortunate. I hadn't considered that. That's going to be a problem. Shit. It's whether or not SSA is going to cut I gotta look at the CR bar. If Shooting Star Katie's doesn't cut, 83, her push is what? 12? 95. See, she's not gonna cut, which means I have to S2, S3 and accept the Moon Bunny bullshit. Ah! And I'm not gonna strip the immunity because of this null. Oh, fucking bunny cut me. Oh well. It is what it is. That was my bad. I didn't consider him actually banning out the free Ren, and that screwed me on Cavill. And now you one-shot Cavill, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Why? Why would he get... Okay, you know what? We'll take it. Oh, he went for both. Okay. Is he going to superhumanize Renok? Am I going to have to fight a superhuman Renok? Oh my god, I got to fight a superhuman Renok. Okay, bye, Aramantha. This should kill Ross. I mean, Ran. Okay, where do we go from here? Everybody's out of immunities. I think we gotta bring back Silverblade. I'll never stop saying Yulha's a war crime unit. She is. She is an absolute disaster area. Okay, with Hellfire. Oh, God. Please hit my Idol's Cheer unit again. Don't you do it, Bunny. Don't you put her to sleep. Don't you do it. Ah. You know, everybody talks about what's the most important set to farm and what's the most important unit to pull, but there ain't nothing so good as drafting better internet. What's happening? I'm pretty much roping, but I do have an outside chance here. We roping? Nah, it ain't roping, dude. Ouch. Oh, shit. Fuck me. Okay. Ow. There's always a chance with Ruel. There's also always a chance with bad European internet. Come on, Joe 5K level internet. Let's go. That should push me up ahead. And oh, shit. Well, she shakes off the stun, and then we lose. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hey, his Moas didn't counter before. It's a free-to-play Moas. GG, buddy. Where's my bowing emote? I keep getting new emotes. There we go. That's the bow. That's the wrong emote. You sent me a DM, Tilt? I'm not seeing it. Shit. What was this one? Is this another Ranger one? I missed it. Oh, damage ill enough. I'll pull it up in just a minute. Hey, hooray, I get DN. Wolf guy gets the wolf girl. Honestly, I would. Is this a second Ilanov or is this your only Ilanov? Because I think Ilanov is just better as a tank right now than she is as a DPS unit. I've got both, and I almost never reach for the damage Ilanov except for occasional Guild War. It's your only one. You'll probably want to build her more like this. Just go full bulk. Don't worry. The 300 crit damage, it ain't worth it. You just want to survive and have the crit chance there to clean up. Oh, fucking Zeo. Fine. I gotta deal with fucking Zeo on 3. Here's my Ahmed. Fast enough to climb to champs, you need faster. You need your Ahmed to be exactly... Shit. Hit. I gotta get rid of Ross. Okay, we just win. You need your Ahmed to be exactly 5% faster than your enemy's fastest unit. That's the rule. It really is just as simple as that. If your Ahmed is only 290 speed, that's fast enough if you don't try to race with her. That's a slow Luna. Blammo! Pop. Nice Zeo you got there. Shame if something should happen to it. Stupid silence. My 3-out Ahmed gets beat sometimes and it feels bad. Yeah. Damn it, didn't quite get Luna. And that, she's gonna cut me before I can drop the S3. Or he just gives me a gift. We see our push up, and now his Luna is dead. When are we going to get info about the next ML? I would say probably on the Monday or Wednesday the 11th. Who you bringing back to drive me nuts? 3 to 6 weeks? No. 1, 2 weeks. We'll hear about it in about 2 weeks and 2 days. Blammo! Ow, leave her alone. Bleeding jerk. Take this. Show me some damage. Bloop, 20. Oh, it was just so close. So close. How far are you away from getting your bullshit back? 3 turns. I think we're okay. Guys. I think we win this. We're definitely okay. Get fucked. Oh. What you gonna do now? Exits up and to the right, buddy. Burn, baby, burn. Pow. So you see what I mean? It's more important that she stays alive to build up the fractures so that you can execute your opponent than that she has some good burst damage right out of the gate. And that's why you should just bag crit chance and go heavy. No, it is not a crit Monarch. Can I show you the Monarch? I'm telling you guys, my Monarch is about 100 effect resistance away from being a real Monarch. In a perfect world, you build this, you drop 4 to 500 attack off of her and add 100 effect resistance. Like drop 500 attack, add maybe 2,000 HP and 100 ER. Yeah, it's what I've said. She's wearing leftover gear. I did not steal anything from anybody. I literally went into my manager. I went into recommended. I ran this up, and I think I put that to here. And I told it to find me a counter set and a pursuit set. And I just hit search. Maybe I did this a little lower. Anyway, I just searched it up like this. I didn't. I like the HP, but I also like doing damage. And so far, she's survived well enough. But I didn't put a lot of effort. I didn't even click this button. I just used what was left over because she's one of those units like APOC Ravi that if she's built well enough is enough when you're just cleave anchoring with her. And I'm just cleave anchoring with her. You saw this entire setup was a cleave setup, and then he forced me to pivot and protect myself with a nice anchor, which was a Saria. Quintessential anchor. How do you know a unit is an anchor? You know a unit's an anchor if you start out the fight planning on cleaving and you end the fight with just one unit killing his entire team. That's the definition of an anchor unit. So that works for me. Now, if you're playing her as a part of a slow comp, as a part of a turn 2 comp, you want to build a lot more like what Anyo has. Something that's going to survive into the longer fights. Something that's got the HP to live. Something that's got a little bit of ER. That's not Anyo's. Something that's got the ER to not be controlled, because all he needed was one unit with freaking stun on there, and I'm dead. So, good health, good bulk, good ER, and still enough attack to get the job done. Maybe he does 30k instead of 40k. It still kills anything it touches. But you build around what you need. You build around the way you play. But yeah, Jeremy tested crit chance on her, and he said it's not worth it, and I trust his opinion on that. Oh, what's this? Yeah, I think you get a lot more mileage out of right side. Now, I mean, the left side can actually do some damage and kill some shit, but right side stays alive forever. So you do Bossarunka, and you do Empyrean Ilanov on Arius, and then you do a couple of DPSs in the back 40, maybe a Freerin, maybe hiding a Monarch Assaria back there and stuff like that. And then just go and do like 15 games and you got your master's frame. It's just like an I win button. But if you want her to be a sub DPS, then you need to put some damage on her. But yeah, the left side to me, it looks like you're trying to build an APOC Ravi, and why don't you just build an APOC Ravi? You know, so get yourself a damn. Get immunity on her though. Yeah, she. If you don't put immunity on your Ilanov, you're trolling. You definitely want an immunity set on her, even with no ER. You want immunity set. You got a lot of wasted stats down here. You can pull it off. Oh my god, no way. I just rolled this. Please check it out. I don't wanna. People are already saying ban. Dude, your Renaka is so happy right now. Change that crit damage or effectiveness to HP. Your Renaka is so happy. God damn, that's beautiful, man. The subs don't make sense. They sure shit do for a Renok, man. Or a... Who else? I mean, it's a 19 speed sub on a pursuit set. I'd take it, man. 19 speed on pursuit, Loki. 19 speed on pursuit. Yeah, it could be a really nice Hecate piece, right? You definitely change that crit damage to HP in that case, but you could use it there. Hey, it's 109 gear score. I ain't gonna ban him over it, but it's a very nice piece. It's better to have a faster Renok on a broken set than a slower Renok on a pursuit set. Porque no los dos, Loki. Just do both. I don't like the low attack. No, I mean with pursuit set, you're just there. She's just there for the pop damage and the resource or the pilfer reduction. You don't care about having attack and crit and anything on her like that. Yeah. Hang on, I'll go find the. Did I test Ainz on pursuit? It's just a waste. Only his S1 benefits. I mean, his S3 theoretically should benefit, but so you do 65k instead of 50k. Is it really changing anything else being dead? Oh, Okay, so you wanted to see the free team. This is the free team. If the opponent has Renak on their team, and you get and the Renak goes first, this works. So you don't do it into Renak Harsetti for like the one person out there does that. You be very careful of which of them are Tenebria. There are some villains out there who are running a witch that is faster than the Renak, and you will fail in that situation. But a team like this, it's a guaranteed win. So I just quick battle it, but I'll run this on full auto so you can see it. Now, if you're running this on if you want to run this on quick battle, the first thing you will need to do is run it manually the first time and turn off Hecate's skills, because if you turn Hecate's skills off, you'll notice they'll still be off. No, I ain't got to turn auto on. See how they're still off? It remembers that they're off, so they will be off during quick battle. Wow, that holy shit, that DN was faster than that Renak, guys. It's fine, it still works. If that had been Tenebria, it would have been a problem. I've never seen a DN go faster than a Renak, but it's fine. But anyway, you get the cleanse and the blocking of the damage pop because of Moon Bunny. That Moon Bunny activating activates your Summer Hua Young. Summer Hua Young goes in and kills a couple of things. You maybe piss off this unit, but that's okay. This activates your Saria, and Saria is on Otherworldly Machine, so you can't stop her with Lady the Scales, and she just craps all over Setsuko with her guaranteed hit. And to make sure if Lady the Scales or Deanna's there, you've got your Hecate to prevent things from coming back to life. It doesn't lose. You just have to be very, very aware of going into Renak teams where the Renak might potentially go first. Or sorry, where the Renak might potentially not go first. And you don't take it anywhere else. Here we go. Really nice example. Oh, interesting. He's Saria-ing me back. I have never done this before. If I lose, it won't hurt my streak, but I think I will lose here because she'll go first. Her pop will eliminate the skill null. Saria will go off. I'm just going to try it because I've never actually tried this. No, it is only available through the side stories, and you definitely want to keep two. You plus 27 one, you keep one at plus 15, you bottle that last one, and then, yeah, never mind, we win. And once you've bottled that last one to 30, then that second one you hang on to just in case somebody else comes out that it's best in slot on. You'll be glad you saved a second one. That happens, and then this happens, and then my Saria should do Saria things. And that should kill everything. We flip them the bird. Dedge. It's very clean. And if the only thing that might survive that is if what's her name? Freerin is on the other side. Freerin might survive it, and that's why you've got Hecate with her skills turned off so that she S1s and she double taps Freerin. Does Aki need his art? No, he's just better with it, but you can get around it. But for real, guys, try your damnedest to get 2 of this artifact. I think you'll be very glad you have a backup one in case something comes out. Now, I have a third one because I was here when the original Una story came out, and I got one from that. I went back in and did it a second time, and I did exactly what I said to do. I took 1 to 27 and kept 1 at 15. That way, when a unit comes out who needs this, I can just bottle it up. You can bottle it. And if a third unit comes out, I'll actually be really good shape for a third one. But for right now, just leaving it alone. It is easy to find, guys. You go into the side story, you go into the Book of Memories, And yeah, you click on this and then click this little down arrow to see the rewards, and right there it is. You also get these. These are your Una imprints. So if you get a Una, these will be your imprints to triple S your Una. And I know, it's expensive. It's 900 Sky Stones, but it's the only way to get the artifact. Can you do all that with a... I only draft Renak into Runuka Lermia. Yeah, you're relying on the counter, but it's right side, and right side counters all the time, so that's fair. Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up too, guys. We've been streaming now for about 2.5 hours. I scratched my RTA itch for today. We'll do more later on. I'm back and forth on whether I push to Warlord or not, or just sit in champs. I'm not sure I want to be sweaty on the last weekend, so we'll see how it goes. We have a balance patch announcement this Friday, so be excited to see that. I'd like to see your guesses on who the next balance patch heroes are going to be, and if it's going to change things after this RTA season's over. Remember, anybody they announce in the balance patch this Friday will not be available for use in RTA. I'm sorry, they'll be available for use in RTA, but the patch won't go live until after RTA season's over. So when you see the balance patch, don't be like, oh shit, I gotta worry about this in my push. The patch will not be into effect until after RTA happens. And excuse me, let's see. One more, guys, one more. Send the luck, send the luck, send the luck. Tag of Hell's fat ass. No. Yes. No. Hey, I pulled Aki. Oh, well, that sucked. All right, guys. I'm going to send you over to, let's see, who's streaming right now. Same category. Guys, go check out my guildmate. It's Luca. She's doing her Heart of Orbis, so go send her some luck. And if you got a Prime sitting around, toss her some love. She is super cool lady. One of the newest additions to the creator program, and just we'll stop glazing her up. It'll sound like I'm flirting. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. You guys have a great rest of your MOLA Monday. Take care, everybody.
What's your trace card?